Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a journey through time to relive the 10 greatest moments in the history of the beautiful game. These are the moments that made us leap from our seats, brought tears to our eyes, and are etched forever in football folklore. Coming in at number 10, we have Sergio Aguero's last gasp winner for Manchester City in 2012. The clock was at 93 minutes and 20 seconds. The title was slipping away to their rivals, Manchester United. Then, Mario Balotelli slips the ball to Aguero. "Aguero!" the Etihad erupted. It wasn't just a goal. It was the climax of the most dramatic title race in Premier League history, delivering City their first championship in 44 years. At number 9, it's Zinedine Zidane's sublime volley in the 2002 Champions League final. Real Madrid versus Bayer Leverkusen at Hampden Park. The ball looped high into the Glasgow sky from a Roberto Carlos cross. Time seemed to stand still. Then Zidane, with unbelievable grace and technique, swiveled and connected with a perfect left-footed volley that flew into the top corner. It was a goal of such breathtaking beauty that it's often considered the greatest in the competition is history. Pure art in motion. Our number 8 spot goes to a moment of redemption, Brazil's 2002 World Cup victory. 4 years earlier, their star striker, Ronaldo Nazário, suffered a mysterious convulsive fit before the final, and a lackluster Brazil lost to France. Fast forward to 2002. After career-threatening injuries, Ronaldo returned, a force of nature. He scored both goals in the final against Germany, finishing the tournament with the Golden Boot. It was a personal triumph that sealed Brazil's 5th World Cup, a story of incredible resilience. For number 7, we're going back to 1966, Wembley Stadium, England versus West Germany in the World Cup final. The game is tied, and Jeff Hurst scores a controversial goal that bounces off the crossbar and onto the line. But it's his 3rd goal in the final seconds that cements this moment. As fans spilled onto the pitch, Hurst smashed the ball into the net, sealing England's one and only World Cup win. The commentator's famous line, "They think it's all over, it is now," became legendary. At number 6, we have a moment of sheer genius and controversy. Mexico '86, the World Cup quarterfinal between Argentina and England. Diego Maradona first scored the infamous Hand of God goal. But just 4 minutes later, he produced magic. Picking up the ball in his own half, he danced past 5 English players, rounded the goalkeeper, and slotted the ball home. It was voted the goal of the century, a dazzling display of individual brilliance that defined his legacy. We're at the halfway point. At number 5 is the Miracle of Istanbul, the 2005 Champions League final. Liverpool were 3-0 down at halftime to a world-class AC Milan side. It looked like a humiliation. But in the second half, something incredible happened. Liverpool scored 3 goals in a crazy 6-minute spell to level the score. The match went to penalties, and Liverpool's keeper, Jerzy Dudek, became the hero. It was the greatest comeback in Champions League history, a testament to never giving up. Number 4 is a moment that changed football forever, the 1958 World Cup. A 17-year-old Brazilian named Pelé announced himself to the world. In the final against Sweden, he scored one of the greatest goals in World Cup history, flicking the ball over a defender's head and volleying it home. He scored twice in that final, becoming the youngest ever World Cup winner. It was the dawn of a new era, led by the man who would become the king of football. Now for our top 3. At number 3, it's the rise of tiki-taka and Barcelona's dominance. Pep Guardiola's team, with Messi, Xavi, and Iniesta, reinvented how football could be played. Their 2011 Champions League final performance against Manchester United is perhaps the pinnacle. They were untouchable, passing the ball with mesmerizing precision. Sir Alex Ferguson called them the best team he'd ever faced. It was a masterclass that defined a generation. Our runner-up at number 2 is the moment that unified a nation. South Africa, 1995. Rugby World Cup? Just kidding. but the football equivalent is Spain's 2010 World Cup victory. For decades, Spain were football's perennial underachievers, but their golden generation finally delivered. In a tense and physical final against the Netherlands, it was Andrés Iniesta who scored the winning goal deep into extra time. It was a victory for beautiful football and a moment of pure joy for the entire country. And finally, the greatest moment in football history. Number 1. Leicester City winning the Premier League in 2016. At the start of the season, their odds of winning were 5,000 to 1. It was unthinkable, impossible. This wasn't a team of superstars. It was a group of underdogs led by the charming Claudio Ranieri. It was a true fairy tale, the ultimate triumph of the underdog that gave hope to every fan, every player, and every team, proving that in football, absolutely anything is possible. What do you think of our list? Did we miss any? Let me know your greatest football moments in the comments below. We love hearing from you. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.